Okay, so we went a little bit longer than we had anticipated. We had been originally advised by staff that would be 2 hours or less.
Today, I spent my time in front of the committee detailing the fact that I had no contact with Russians, that I never heard of anyone in the Trump campaign talking with Russians, that I never was asked questions about my time in Russia, that I never even spoke to anybody about Russia. I never heard the word Russia, and we did not use Russian dressing. There was absolutely no discussion of Russia on the Trump campaign to the day I left. Last time I had personal contact with President Trump was in passing during the inauguration. I've intentionally stayed out of the hair of the White House and the administration, especially since my name was brought up in the context of the Russia investigation. Nobody in the administration or the White House needs my telephone number on their call list, needs me on their visitor logs, or needs emails from me. As soon as this is over, I'd like to get back in touch with the administration and the White House, but for God's sake, you guys got to end this stuff. I'm satisfied with what Donald Trump Jr. said on television after this thing broke, and then broke again, and then broke again. He says that he would do things differently, and I have to believe in him, and I agree. I admire the fact that he was so transparent and authentic in that interview that I saw on television. I don't know anything about that meeting. I was in Cleveland when it happened. I can tell you that there was more offered opposition research at the Trump campaign than I've ever seen in my 30 years in elections. There was a steady flow of people offering dog-eared files, usually little old ladies in the Trump Tower lobby. That flow was at times overwhelming, and most campaigns would give that to their opposition research to vet. We didn't have that. So, and you know, I can see how this can happen. This thing smells like fish to me, and the fact that this lawyer, who I've never heard of, and none of the people I know in Russia have ever heard of, is suddenly weaving her way in and out of meetings with the Trumps, meetings with McCain, going to anti-Trump rallies, posting negative Trump pictures on her Facebook, sitting in reserved seats in committee hearings behind Obama's ambassador to Russia. It all smells like fish to me. So if you're going to go ahead and dig into this thing, I hope you dig in on both sides of it. I put out my opening statement and my closing statement on my Twitter feed. You can also find them at politicsny.net, the premier source of news in New York State. Thank you very much.
Thank you all very much. Have a good weekend.